Everyone thought Daniel was in love with my sister, including me. Not because he said it, but because of the way he looked at her. The way his voice softened whenever her name floated into the room. The way silence changed when she walked past him. My sister, Naomi, was sunlight, confident, effortless. And me? I was the quiet one, the girl people thanked for holding the camera, not standing in the picture. So when Daniel started coming around our house, bringing coffee, offering help, finding excuses to stay longer, everyone smiled at Naomi. I watched from corners, from kitchens, from hallways, from places where people stand when they already know they don't belong in the center. One evening, our family gathered for dinner. The table was full, steam rising from dishes, glasses clinking softly. Daniel sat beside Naomi. He took a bite and then said thoughtfully, "This is really good," he said, nodding toward my mother. "I don't know how you do it, but this is amazing." My mother laughed. "It wasn't just me. Naomi helped." Naomi shrugged. "I just followed instructions." Daniel smiled at her. "You must have followed them well." It sounded harmless, almost polite. But when he said it, his eyes flickered, just for a second, toward the other side of the table, toward me. I dropped my gaze quickly, pretending to adjust my napkin. No one noticed, or maybe I imagined it. My father leaned back in his chair. "So, Daniel," he said casually, "how's work treating you?" "Busy," Daniel answered. "Worth it, though." "Busy with what?" Naomi teased. "Secret projects?" He hesitated, just a second too long. "You can say that again." Naomi laughed. He tried to smile. It didn't quite reach his eyes. He reached for his glass, missed it the first time, cleared his throat. The sound felt louder than it should have. My father tilted his head slightly. "You all right, son?" "Yeah," Daniel said quickly. "Yeah, I'm fine." But he wasn't. His fingers trembled as they wrapped around the glass. Enough for my mother to notice. Enough for Naomi to stop smiling. My heart felt strange, like it was already preparing for something painful. Daniel then reached into his pocket, cleared his throat. The clink of metal cut through the air. A small velvet box appeared. Daniel opened the box. A ring glowed inside it. Perfect, carefully chosen, forever shaped. The room leaned closer. My breath stopped. Everyone gasped. My mother pressed her hand to her mouth. Naomi's eyes widened, but before he could speak, before the words escaped, his eyes lifted. And they didn't land on Naomi. They landed on me. The room tilted, just slightly, like reality had misstepped. Daniel swallowed. His voice cracked, and then he said my name. "Lila, will you marry me?" Not Naomi, my sister, but me, Lila. The silence that followed was louder than screams. My mother could not stand the drama, so she quietly left the table. My sister turned slowly, looked at me, then at him, then at the ring. I thought," Naomi whispered. So did everyone else. Daniel's hands trembled. "I didn't come here to lie anymore," he said quietly. My pulse roared. "Then don't," my father said. Daniel inhaled. "Naomi was the story people wrote for me, but Lila is the truth I kept ignoring." My chest burned. Naomi stood. Her chair scraped the floor. "So all those dinners, those smiles, that attention." She laughed once and sharp. "They weren't for me?" Daniel didn't answer fast enough, and that was already an answer. She walked out. My mother returned to the table as Naomi was walking out of the room. The house felt broken. Daniel turned back to me, the ring still open, still waiting. "Lila," he whispered. My hand shook. "You proposed to my sister with your body. And to me, with your heart? His eyes filled with tears. I was afraid of choosing wrongly. I exhaled slowly. And now? I'm afraid of losing you. Silence stretched again. My mother cried quietly, my father speechless, and I sat there, between loyalty and love, between blood and truth. I looked at the ring, then at Daniel, then at the empty doorway where my sister had been standing only seconds ago. Love isn't loud, it doesn't announce itself, it waits. And sometimes it chooses the person no one else expected. I finally spoke. Daniel, my voice barely worked. If you choose me, you don't get a secret love. You get a public one, an honest one. He nodded. That's the only one I want. The room held its breath. I reached for the ring, not fast, not excited, but certain. And as the metal touched my finger, I understood something strange. He didn't break my sister's heart. He broke the story everyone wrote for us, and rewrote one none of us were ready for. Because sometimes the proposal isn't the shock. The truth is, would you have said yes? Tell me in the comments section, and subscribe for more stories about love, truth, and difficult choices.